Hello and welcome to this video of my video series on hacking network protocols. In this video, we are going to see how to hack spanning tree and spanning tree. I have a detailed video on spanning tree in my Ccna playlist, so I wouldn't want to waste much time talking about spanning tree. So off the run we go. So we have the console of switch 1 over here. Show spanning tree shows me that this bridge is the root of the topology, and as you can see, all the ports are forwarding and they are all designated ports. So that's for switch 1, and it has a priority of 3276 and a system standard ID of 1. So this bridge is the root bridge. Back on switch 2, as we have here, it's also a switch in our topology. Show spanning tree shows me that it has a cost of 100 to get to the root bridge, and as you can see, interface 00 is the root port and it's in forwarding. So this is interface 00, and therefore it takes a path cost of 100 to get to the root bridge, and therefore only interface 00 happens to be the root port which connects to the root bridge. Now this is Kali, a live operating system, which is in this video going to act as our attacking machine. Is simulating a switch in our topology, so we are going to break the protocol and hack spanning tree. So back on Kali, I'm going to launch my favorite tool called Ccna, and I'm going to launch attacks. And before we go again, let's check on switch 1, which is the root of the topology, and therefore the bridge is the root of the topology. So back on Kali, let's go to spanning tree and let's claim the root rule of the topology. So claiming the root of the topology using Kali. So the attack has been launched, and let me kill the attack. So back on switch 1, show spanning tree shows me that the bridge is still the root. Okay, it's because I stopped the attack. So back on Kali, let me launch the attack again. Launch attack, spanning tree, claim root. Okay, so the attack is airborne. So let's go to switch 1. Show spanning tree shows me that now things has changed. Previously switch 1 used to be the root of the topology, and now it has changed to Kali Linux over here. Now as you can see, it has a cost of 100 traveling to the root bridge, and the root port is Ethernet 00, and the rest are designated ports. Previously they were all designated ports, but now the port pointing to Kali happens to be the root port, and therefore switch 1 is no longer the root of the topology, and therefore Kali has become the root of the topology. Now if you do understand spanning tree very well, as detailed in my video series on spanning tree, which happens to be in my Ccna playlist, you understand the implications of changing the root of a topology. Now first, if it takes a path cost of 100 for BC4 to reach to the switch, now it has 200. And imagine if we have devices connecting to switch 2, and first it only took a path cost of 100 to get to switch 1 to connect to other devices, and now it has to take a very long distance to reach to the Kali machine, which claims to be the root. It can affect your network. So back on Kali, so we saw how we changed the root port, the root bridge from switch 1 to Kali. So back on Kali, I'm going to kill the attack, and now I'm back on switch 1. Show spanning tree. Switch 1 is now back to default and is now the root of the topology. Now I'm going to change switch 2 to be the root of the topology. So once again, show spanning tree shows me that switch 2 is not the root of the topology, and therefore it has to travel to switch 1. So config t spanning tree VLAN 1 priority 0. Now we have switch 2 acting as the root of the topology. So show spanning tree, this bridge is the root of the topology, and if we go to switch 1 over here, show spanning tree shows you that now this switch 1 over here has lost its root row to switch 2 because it has a cost path of 100 to travel to switch 2. And as you can see, interface 1 over here is the root port of the topology, the root port for switch 1 connecting to the root bridge. Now someone will say that Kali is only connecting to switch 1 over here, so once the root is on switch 2, Kali can't break the network or break the spanning tree protocol. Irrespective of where the root is in your topology, Kali can break the spanning tree protocol once spanning tree is running on the network. So back on Kali, once again, launch attack, spanning tree, claim root row, initiate attack, and the attack is airborne. So back to switch 2 over here, show spanning tree shows me that it takes a path cut of 300 to get to the root bridge, and now the root bridge happens to be that of Kali. So Kali has become the root bridge in the network. So imagine in an institution that are trying to attack their network, you manage to connect to one switch, and then you claim the root, and all traffic will be forwarded through the root bridge to get to other destinations. So back on switch 1 also, show spanning tree shows that it has a cost path of 200 to get to the root bridge. It should be 100, but using Kali, I think the cost path has increased a bit, but that doesn't matter. Now Kali is the root of the topology, and traffic has to be forged through Kali before getting to other destinations. So that's how to hack spanning tree network protocol. And in my next video about spanning tree, we will see how to mitigate from these attacks to save our network. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in my next video.